Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Next Station Ronkonkoma. I am your host, Ashley.
I'm your host, Danny.
See, there you go. Wasn't so bad, right?
I tried that on you, and you were like, huh?
Sorry. All right. Well, I'm your host, Danny, and my fellow co-host is my beautiful wife, Ashley. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. And, yep, we're doing it. We're about to do episode number 449.
49er.
Yeah, not 449, just 49. We're not that old.
49er, one away from 50.
One away from 50.
Wow. So we're about a year.
Almost.
Like, pretty much.
I was trying to explain that to Ashley earlier today, and she just wasn't getting it.
Listen, I wasn't sure. This episode will come out 2 days before 1 year. If you're counting to the day, but it's a leap year, so I don't know. It's about a year, so happy first birthday.
We're not there yet. Happy first birthday.
And happy belated Memorial Day.
Happy belated Memorial Day. I don't know if I'm working yet or not still. I have no idea.
Cool. It's basically summer.
Cool.
Because you never fucking know. Danny, like, I think it's just a guy thing. Like, so nonchalant. You ask them a question, they're just like, I don't know. It's like, okay, cool.
That's not true.
About literally everything.
Absolutely. We literally had a conversation today for like 15 minutes about how many episodes and how many weeks we skipped for this podcast. I said we only skipped 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I said, I don't know.
And I was very, very, very fucking sure it's only 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was around the time of our wedding and move and so on and so forth. It was 2 weeks in a row.
Maybe I'm just not sure because there was many other weeks that we thought about skipping.
I always thought about it today.
There still is, but I mean, if we only skip 2, that's pretty damn good.
We only skipped 2, no matter how busy.
According to Danny.
And every avid listener. Okay. What's that fucking sound? It's the microphone.
You tangled your wire, so it's like rubbing. Oh boy.
All right, now we're good.
Almost 50 episodes in and still can't get it.
I had it. I just whatever. Fuck off. So, just kidding. I love you. Yeah, no, I'm very sure we only skipped 2 weeks. There's many times where we're like, fuck, like we got so much shit to do, and we did the solo episodes. Those couple, like I did one, yeah. You did one, but we never skipped except for those 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a lot of other important things going. Not that this isn't important, like I said, other important things going on. So
yeah, it's pretty good then.
It is very good.
So yeah, it's basically summer, almost. Once Memorial Day hits, it's pretty much summertime. I didn't realize, like, kids are out of school already down here.
Yeah.
Down in the South, that's how they do it down here. They finish school in May, and then they start school at the beginning of August, which must fucking suck, because it's hot as balls.
Well, they might have better air conditioning down here than we did up there.
I hope so.
Because our air conditioning in my school district sucked.
I don't think I had any.
Oh, it's even worse.
I don't remember. Like, I feel like they had, like, certain part, like the new wing maybe had it.
Yeah, the new wing always
and
had
then
AC.
The old parts, maybe some of the classrooms had window units, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Because I remember sometimes teachers would be like, all right, it's really hot today. We're going to keep the lights off.
Yeah.
Basically, like, everybody stay still. Don't fucking breathe too heavy. Like,
close your mouth when you're breathing.
Yeah. You You mouth breathers. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. Keeping the lights off.
Yeah. And the teachers just didn't want to... They didn't want to deal with it. It's the end of the year.
No, fucking hot.
They're so close to having the summer off. They're just like, just don't say anything.
Yeah, because up north, I don't really know where the cutoff is or what, but like, you know, we had school until the end of June, basically. And then we didn't start until, middle of June, I guess.
Middle of June, yeah.
And then we didn't start until right after Labor Day.
Right.
So.
Basically after my birthday.
Yep. The summer babies always get gypped.
I remember when I started college, my first day of college was my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah, that happened to me too. End of August.
Not a fan.
Yep. Yeah, that's true too. College starts a little bit earlier, ends a little bit earlier. I don't know why. Who comes up with that? I don't know.
I have no idea.
But yeah, I saw like in the middle of the day today some kids outside playing basketball on a weekday. I'm like, why are you not in school? And Danny's like, school's over already. I'm like, oh, damn it.
It's the man nonchalantly not knowing anything right there. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Throwing it out there.
All right, well, you don't know anything like when it comes to your own things.
That's...
Or other people.
That's why I have a secretary.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, so we're going to be seeing a lot more kids in the area. We already do. There's so many fucking kids.
2 kids just rode past our house on a quad.
They had helmets on.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Good for them.
Good job.
Good parents.
But yeah, there's a lot of kids everywhere we go, really.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just like noticing it more because like we're at that age where like people normally have kids, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's a lot of kids.
I thought we were in a neighborhood with a lot of old people, but I keep seeing more kids.
It's both, yeah.
It's like either really old or really young.
Why do you whisper that?
I don't know. I was just thinking about the guy who just stands in his driveway and just waits for cars to drive past and waves.
Yeah, that was my knee.
Ow.
Yeah, this used to be like a old school neighborhood. Wow. What is that noise? Oh my god.
Sorry.
There's a mix now. Like the older people told us, like, yeah, like a lot of younger people are moving in, a lot of kids. Like, all right. We're just like the weirdos that are younger but don't have kids.
Right. Or dogs.
Yeah, just cats that nobody knows about.
Fucking cats. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was laughing, though. I just changed the subject real quick. Right around the corner from us, there's a guy that sits in his driveway. He's retired. Every time.
How do you know he's retired?
Because dude's always in his fucking driveway. He's always sitting in his driveway, and you roll up to the stop sign, and he just stands up and he just waves.
It's a pretty aggressive wave, too.
Or he's already standing because someone else just passed, and he just waves.
Yeah.
So I always wave back, but he can't see me because I have 5% window tint in my truck. But like I wave back, but he still waves every time. Maybe he sees me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because like if you're having a bad day, you just roll up and this guy's just sitting there and he's just like, hello, I'll wave back. All right. He's just sitting there waving.
It's always awkward like passing somebody on your like neighborhood roads. Like we have a lot of walkers and stuff in the area.
Yeah.
It's like you never know if they're gonna wave. It's like, do I wave first?
Yes.
And then if they wave and then I wave too late and then they didn't see me and I'm like, shit, now they think I didn't wave.
And they're not going to wave next time.
Yeah.
Unless you wave first.
But then sometimes I wave and then they don't wave and then I'm like, all right, maybe I shouldn't do that.
So you remember their faces and you don't wave at them next time.
Well, just trying to be a little neighborly.
They're on the list of do not wave. Do not wave list. I have lists.
You're like, oh, that's Betty and Carl. Don't wave at them.
There goes Ethel again. Didn't wave at me yesterday. Not getting a wave today. Damn it, Ethel.
Yeah. Well, she probably can't see very well.
Yeah, it's
She
true.
doesn't know. She
has no idea.
She's just on her afternoon walk, minding her business.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know a car's passing her. Sorry, that was mean.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Danny always tells me, like, don't drink the water because of all the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, don't fucking drink the water. No. Mm-mm.
It's gotta be something. There's some people walking around, they look like they're, like, 10 years younger than us, and they got 4 kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how are you doing that?
No idea.
I could barely handle us.
Right.
And these fucking cats.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. 4 kids running around? No, thank you.
I give you parents a lot of credit.
Lots of credit.
It's wild.
Yeah. Good for you guys. Sucks, but good for you guys.
I drink filtered water.
Yeah. It doesn't suck. I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait. I'm not saying that having kids sucks.
Well, you don't know.
I don't know because I don't have kids. And I'm very happy with that decision. Right. Fucking microphone keeps moving. I'm very happy with that decision at this point in my time. At this point in my life. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very disheveled over here, okay?
Struggling.
Having a rough day.
At this point in my time, I am okay with it.
Yeah. No, I... having a rough day, guys, all right? It's... Again, I just fucking... I'm okay with not having kids right now. We always talk about it literally all the time. Like, maybe one day. And then we're like, then we see parents with kids somewhere, restaurant, store, whatever, and we're like, yo, fuck that. And,
Yeah.
But then we're like, but it's like their kid. Like if it was our kid, it'd be different. Like you
Yeah,
just
it's
love
always
your kid.
different.
Exactly.
When it's your own. Looking from the outside, you're like, fucking kid.
Yeah, you never get to sleep. You never get to do whatever you want. It's everything's like wrapped around your kid's life. Like instead of going to like, I don't know, instead of going to like 10 concerts, you gotta go to like Sesame Place and Hershey Park and.
I like Hershey.
Yeah, actually I do too. But like, I was gonna say like concerts too, and it's like I like the idea of going to concerts, and then I get there, I'm like, yo, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
It's depending on the venue. It's cool. Most times it's not. I'm too tall for the seating at most venues. Jones Beach especially.
Right.
Fucking miserable.
The
after,
seating.
like, the first set.
But then also, like, you don't want to be standing in the, GA standing room the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
Done that many times. Had to push some motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that big ass drunk guy?
Oh, yeah. Hello, buddy. Yeah, I think I fucking kicked him in the shin. And
He didn't even feel it.
He didn't budge.
He was drunk as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst part about standing room. What is he doing?
Fucker's about to...
Fucking cat.
It's a wall, not a scratching post. Fuck off. Sorry, I'm not that mean to the cats all the time.
Just on the podcast.
That's just the fucker that fucked up all my chairs.
Don't be mean.
Look at my chairs. Sorry.
But yeah, people say like, oh, you can still do things when you have kids. It's like, yeah.
When?
But yeah, you don't want to, probably, first of all, because you're fucking tired. Like, kids are exhausting and they take a lot of patience and energy. Danny just cracking open a cold one. Just kidding, it's not cold, it's just water. But yeah, kids take a lot of fucking time, energy, patience, money.
Yeah.
How you gonna do things with kids?
I can do it 4 of them at the same time.
Yeah, like even like going on a vacation somewhere, even if it's like 2 days or an overnight or, a couple days, it's like then you're still on the kid's schedule.
Right.
You can't vacation.
Exactly.
You can't sleep in and just get up whenever and do whatever. Like,
yeah. We went to Aruba. There was the adults only resort, and then there was the one with the kids next door.
Yeah. I follow that Facebook page for that resort.
Okay.
And a lot of people ask, like, oh, which one's better? Like, it's like Palace or Intias or whatever.
Right.
And they're like, well, do you want to have kids around or you don't? Like, that's basically the difference.
Right.
It's like, if you're going without kids, why would you go to the resort with kids?
Exactly.
Like, I guess if you don't mind, but if you're on vacation and it's just you adults, pretty sure you probably would prefer the adults only.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We walked into their, like, dining hall just to check it out. Just to check out the food situation. See if there's any big differences.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
No, there was just kids.
Just kids everywhere. Like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably sound like assholes right now, but...
No, we just sound like...
It's true.
Young adults without kids.
Yeah, we do.
That's it.
We do. It's pretty obvious.
Kind of bragging about it. Not really. Just a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, I see both sides. Kids are a beautiful thing.
Right.
And, yeah, there's nothing like it. So people say.
Exactly. I'll let you know my own personal viewpoint on that if it happens. All right. I'll keep you guys updated.
Daddy's gonna come back on here and be like, "Yeah, my kid's a fucking asshole. Totally regret it." No.
My favorite are the people that, like, behind closed doors, like, oh fuck, why did I have kids? Then you see on Facebook the next day, my beautiful kid made this drawing. It's on the fridge now. So proud of you. Good job, champ. But, like, yesterday, like, yo, why the fuck did I have kids? Then the next day, like, all over Facebook, like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Little Johnny made this in art class today. Gotta show the whole world. It's like, two-faced, man. Two-faced.
Yeah, it's... I guess it's gotta be a love-hate relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have to admit that kids are assholes. Like, they just are.
Especially nowadays.
You can't, yeah.
Kids these days?
You can't deny that.
Yeah.
Always.
Well,
But,
yo, back in my day, there was rules. You couldn't talk back to your parents a certain way that these kids do nowadays. We didn't have iPads to keep us busy in the store. We had to, like, keep our shit together. We weren't perfect by any means.
but did you?
But, like, we didn't have an iPad to entertain us. We had, like, Game Boy and Game Boy Color if we didn't piss off our parents that week and get it taken away for a week.
Yeah, but, like, also, like, way back in the day, they didn't have any of that.
Right.
It was just your own imagination
I didn't want
for
to sound that
entertainment.
old. Okay.
I'm just saying. Before Game Boy.
But, you know, like, nowadays kids have iPads and they're like 5 years old and they have cell phones when they're like 8 because parents can keep a better track of where their kids are. We didn't have that back in the day.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It's
kids.
different.
Yeah, kids are just assholes nowadays.
It's not just nowadays.
Well, I feel like obviously I don't hang out and associate with children as much as I used to when I was a kid, but, like, from what I'm hearing and for what I'm seeing, like, kids just are raised differently nowadays. I'm not a parent, obviously, so I can't be sitting there assuming and judging everyone, but I am. And I just feel like, you know, when you're in a store nowadays, like, and a kid talks back to their mom, like, you just, like, turn away, like, yo, let that mom smack that kid real quick just to get him back in line. But no, the mom doesn't smack the kid. Mom says, like, you can voice your opinion, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay. What that kid just said to you, whatever it was, I don't know, I'm just using an example that most people can think of or they've seen before.
Like, smack the shit out of the kid. Oh, boy.
Don't smack the face. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that kid needs to get put back in line.
Anyway.
I'm not going to be an abusive parent. I'm not. I promise I'm not going to be an abusive parent.
I don't know where this is going, but, yeah, there's There's no right or wrong. Parenting, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
There's books.
Yeah.
But, like, every kid is different. Every situation is different. There's no guide on how to be a good parent. You have to figure it out on your own. But
literally anything you do in life, you can't always go by the book, quote unquote.
Right.
So it's the same thing. Like,
you have to think quickly on your feet in every situation.
Yeah, you're gonna make mistakes. And also, like you said, like, seeing somebody in a store with a kid, like, that's such an outside perspective. You can't make assumptions.
I sure as fuck can.
She could take her kid to the car after she's done being all calm and smack the shit out of him in the car. You don't know what they do behind closed doors.
I'm just saying, the kid needs to learn a lesson.
You want to see it?
I don't want. No. I specifically said I turn my head away. I don't want to see it. I just want to hear the. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh boy.
I'm not saying smack the kid across the face, but I'm just put that kid back in line.
Yeah. Well, there's other ways to do it.
All right. It's a little bit of an old school train of thought here. Okay, I get it, but. Like, I'm not even going to say, like, my parents didn't smack me in the store because they didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew better.
All right.
I'm not going to sit here and make you guys think, like, oh, my parents beat me. No, they didn't. They didn't have to.
Or Danny's going to be abusive.
Yeah, I'm not going to be abusive. But my kids are going to know. Like, keep your shit together.
Right. Like I said, there's other ways to discipline your kids rather than being physical.
Right.
Either way, we're not parents. We don't know.
Exactly.
You got to do what you do with, it's your kid. Like,
right.
You know, I'm not going to judge somebody else. Don't judge me for mine. And vice, like.
Yeah. And I also.
Danny's out here judging parents, but like, I didn't know that he knew so much about parenting.
I do not condone child abuse. Just making that clear.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah,
okay.
Just making that clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Time and place. People, time and place.
Anyway.
Wow. Should we edit that?
Should we edit that?
Just thinking about it now, like, wait a second.
Oh my god.
I sound like an asshole.
No, I get the point of what you're trying to say.
Okay. I don't.
I don't.
It's been a rough day, guys. It's bedtime.
Danny's trying to smack some people around, not children.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
Like, if you wrongfully smack your kid in front of me, I'm gonna fucking smack you. Alright? Someone's gotta defend the kids here.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah.
Danny's like, put that kid in line. Now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Like I said, time and place, people.
Yeah.
I just do not condone child abuse at all. But, like, discipline is different.
Yeah. There's many different ways to discipline.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, leave the kid bruised either. We're gonna change subjects. We're just moving on here, okay?
I've been trying to move on.
Fucking Spotify. I pay for Spotify Premium and I still get ads. What is that?
Fuck ads.
I
hate all ads, but I don't pay for Spotify and I listen to ads all day long.
I tried giving you my Spotify code like 10 different times.
I know.
I was gonna put us on the family plan. We're a family. We're married.
But it was like another $3 a month.
$3 fucking dollars. It's okay. Because now I get in the car with you. We're in your car, and you got ads on your Spotify. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't like it.
Why do you have ads on your Spotify if you pay for it?
Because I'm listening to a specific podcast that is on YouTube also, but it's like it's on Spotify, and it even has the video still on Spotify, but for some reason there's ads on it. And I don't know why, and I don't like it. I don't appreciate it, but it's a podcast that I enjoy a lot, so I still listen to it. It's not really a podcast. It's like I said, it's like a YouTube channel that's just converted into audio.
Yeah.
And video still. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I feel like most podcasts are like that nowadays.
That's true.
Huh.
That's it.
I wonder why.
Are you hinting at something?
I don't know.
Maybe. We keep talking about it. The table's still not in the right spot, guys. Don't worry.
The table, the camera. I don't know. That's weird because if you pay for Spotify without ads, why should that be any different?
I don't know. It's a good point. The music is ad-free.
Okay.
But
this is like...
Not music.
But what if you listen to like a different podcast? Are there ads?
Yeah, but they built them in. Like...
Okay. So it's like specific to that podcast?
Yeah, but they're not ads for the specific podcast. It's like
right.
Essentia and that seatbelt one the other day. It's like I heard that like 20 times today and you're like, why do you hear ads? Weird. You guys hear the seatbelt commercial? 2 guys drive to work, both of them don't wear seatbelts. One guy gets pulled over, the other guy doesn't. 2 guys go home from work, one guy puts a seatbelt on, the other guy doesn't make it home because he didn't wear a seatbelt. Wear your seatbelt, guys. That whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that like fucking 400 times now.
And also the other one that you told me about with the tongue.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't recite it because I'm not sure which animal it is. There's an animal that can't stick its tongue out. It's a crocodile or an alligator. It's one of those. I don't fucking know.
Crocodile and or alligator.
Right, can't stick its tongue out.
Danny's fun fact of the day.
There you go. Also wear your seatbelt, apparently.
Yes, that's, yeah, very big on that.
Yeah. I wear my seatbelt.
It's, yeah. People think that's a controversial topic. In a way. Like, some people think, like, I don't know, they've proven otherwise to wearing seatbelts, but yeah, I'm a firm believer of wearing your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Either way.
Not in my day, but back in the day, the seatbelt was the parent would just put their arm out to keep the kid from falling off the seat.
Yeah. Or, like, the older cars just had the lap belt.
Right. Or no seatbelts at all.
Or not, yeah. Especially in the back seat.
Right.
But also, like, buses a lot of times either don't have seatbelts.
Don't even get me started on school buses.
Yeah.
Every kid on the school bus, none of them are wearing seatbelts.
Right. How does that make sense?
I don't know.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't make sense at all, but it happens all the time. Every day, drive past a school bus, guarantee those kids ain't wearing seatbelts.
You gotta wear a seatbelt on an airplane, but not on a school bus.
Well, you could take the seatbelt off on the airplane once you get to a certain altitude if this captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Most of the time, when I'm on an airplane, like, the seatbelt sign just stays on the entire time.
Yeah, or I just leave it on. Like, unless I'm getting up, I don't feel the need to just sit there with it off.
Right.
Because then I feel like if I fall asleep or something and then they turn the seatbelt light back on, I'm not going to see it. So I just keep it on.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really bothering me. It's fine.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I don't know.
But yeah, it doesn't really, like, I don't know, because they turn it on when there's like a lot of turbulence or whatever. They keep it on.
Right.
But it's like when there's not, it's like, all right, how far in the air did they get? Like 40,000 feet?
30,000, 40,000?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
It's like, we reached 30,000 feet. You can take your seatbelt off now. It's like, whoa.
Why the fuck would I do that?
Well, yeah. Like, I'm fucking leaving this on.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to help me if we fall out of the sky 30,000 feet, but, you know. It doesn't happen.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't, though.
What was that movie with Denzel Washington? What is it? Flight?
Was it Flight?
I think it was Flight.
It was an intense movie.
That is an intense movie. It's an airplane crash.
Yeah. Yeah, but like car accidents, much more likely.
Yeah.
You're much safer in a plane than a car.
I don't know about that.
It's statistically proven.
What are the exact statistics?
I don't know
exactly.
right now.
I'm calling you on your bluff right now. Thank you.
I don't know right now. Like, what is... Well, now I gotta look it up.
You don't have to. All right, you can. While she's looking that up, guys, we have my spiel. New episodes of our podcast, Next Station Ronkonkoma, drop every Tuesday at 8 a.m. on all of your major podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, not Pandora, Amazon Podcasts, etc., etc. And then on YouTube on Wednesdays at no specific time, but they get there eventually. Yeah, one day you guys are going to go on YouTube and you're going to see our faces. Not this week. Sorry. But it'll happen. Back to Ashley's statistics.
All right. So the overall fatality risk is 0.23% as for
Air travel?
a fatal plane crash.
Okay.
0.23%. You would need to fly every day for more than 10,000 years to be in a fatal plane crash.
That's a risk I'm not willing to take.
On the other hand, the chances of dying in a car collision are about 1 in 101. It's a lot higher of a risk.
I want to take that risk.
Well, I mean, we don't really... Can't fly everywhere we go.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I got to be realistic here.
Yeah.
There's a good chance I'm going to drive tomorrow. And
Yes.
the next day.
Yep.
And the next day. And the day after that.
Yeah. So, there's that. Just a fact.
Yeah.
But flight prices have been a little ridiculous lately.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know, like, during the peak of COVID or whatever, they were dirt cheap because nobody was flying.
Yeah. The
You
joke
know.
was, let's fly to Puerto Rico for lunch or something.
Yeah. I wish I would have.
Yeah.
I wish we took advantage of that more.
Me too.
But, yeah, flights were dirt cheap a couple years ago. Ooh, excuse me. But then now, AC,
After COVID?
after COVID, they've jacked them up. But it depends on where you're flying in and out of. That's what's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, even if you're going from like a national or international airport, you know, it's a big airport, they have a lot of flights, you would think, you know, it's a little bit better pricing. No. It's bullcrap.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking, you know, from Tennessee, like, there's a lot of airports in Tennessee. There's, like, Nashville, there's Chattanooga, there's Memphis, all the way the fuck over there. Knoxville.
Yeah.
A couple other ones maybe in between.
Smaller airports.
Yeah, the small ones. But as far as big ones, you know, I mean, it's a big state, so. But yeah, to fly from here... Whoa.
Sorry.
To fly from here to New York, which also New York, you have a couple different options, but it's like, unless you fly to LaGuardia, you're fucking paying like hundreds of dollars.
And I don't know why that is.
It's ridiculous. It's a 3-hour flight.
Yeah.
Like, are they still trying to like get people to fly less? Like, is that still a thing?
I don't think so.
To save the environment?
A lot of airlines still haven't really gotten their shit together, though.
Yeah, a lot of doors are flying off planes.
Yeah.
They really should make their prices a little better if they want to, you know, get people back on their planes. Like, damn.
I feel like the last couple times that we flew, and don't get me wrong, I have not flown a lot, but coming back from Aruba, we were sitting there on the tarmac for a while before we took off. I watched an entire movie before we even had enough staff to fly the plane home.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. We
And-
talked about that.
Yeah, and then also we were here for our birthdays last year, and we almost got stuck in Nashville because our flight. I was trying to think of flight and plane. Our flight got delayed. So
Yeah.
and I don't know. I just feel like maybe the airlines need to get their shit together, and Alaskan Airlines needs to fix their doors.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah.
But I like flying places, so get it together. But I have like Southwest points or whatever, so I like trying to use Southwest.
Right.
But sometimes it's like slim pickings, or sometimes they have like really good deals.
Exactly.
So it's like hit or miss.
Yeah.
But yeah, the struggle.
It's a struggle.
It'd be nice if it was cheaper to fly. I obviously, I would travel more.
A 3-hour flight home compared to a 14-hour drive. It's a big difference.
Yeah, I don't want to do that drive if I don't have to.
Yeah. I hear ya.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that's my rant for today. I think we're going to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
I'm still laughing. Sorry.
This was not my best episode, guys. My bad. Again, I just want to put a notice out there. I do not condone or believe in child abuse. I believe in discipline. It's a big difference. And, yeah, if you smack a kid in front of me, I'm probably going to smack you. So just keep that in mind. So, yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for coming. Who's fucking?
Who's fucking?
Wait. No. I got to redo that. Who's fucking? There we go.
Who's fucking?